What's good, YouTube? Daybreak here, coming back at you guys with another set of figure reviews. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Toysrus exclusive Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson 2-pack. Now, gotta say, really digging this 2-pack, and I like what the Marvel Legends / Hasbro has been doing. They've been giving us more and more 2-packs. Now, some people might hate it because it's more exclusives and it's hard to track down. For me, I personally dig it. For example, this Spider-Man, or the Superior Spider-Man, Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson, I think that's an awesome 2-pack. The new Spider-Man Homecoming, Peter Parker and Iron Man, that's also a very nice 2-pack. And we're getting lots of these different 2-packs, and I personally dig it. Now, with that said, for this particular, I guess, unit, you have Spider-Man with a couple of interchangeable hands and an interchangeable head. You get Mary Jane Watson with her purse, and that's pretty much it. It's as simple as that. We, as Marvel Legends collectors, have always wanted a updated version of Mary Jane Watson, and here it is. And then this Spider-Man figure comes with the alternate face sculpt, which is pretty darn good. So real quickly, look at the package. We have Mary Jane Watson. She looks beautiful right there. On the back, it showcases Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson, so that looks pretty cool. And then on this side, you have a picture of Spider-Man once again. So with that said, guys, I'm going to take both of these figures out of the box and we'll see what they have to offer. Be back in a few. Alright guys, and we are back. We have Mary Jane Watson and Peter Parker out of the package, and I gotta say, I'm thoroughly satisfied with this 2-pack. They come with a decent amount of accessories. They come with each other, which is really a plus. Now, I know some people are like, wait, but Daybreak, they're not together in the comics anymore, so why should they be in a 2-pack? Well, if you've been reading comics long enough, you know the history behind Mary Jane Watson, and you know the history of her and Peter Parker. So for me, this is something that I wanted to see happen for a very long time, and I'm still hoping that this will be the case in the future, but we'll see. We don't know where Marvel's going with this. But with that said, the figures themselves look actually pretty darn good. So first, let's move Spidey here out of the way and take a look at Mary Jane Watson. Ladies first. So here we go. As you guys can clearly see, she is pretty nice looking. She's nothing too crazy. I think the paint job here is done very nicely. Her nice green eyes, the nice blood red that they use for her lipsticks, and the freckle that they didn't go too crazy with, I think makes this figure, or this character, really stand out. When it comes to her hair, I love this nice rich red, and it kind of goes down and becomes this dark bloody red. So that is pretty freaking epic. I love the sculpting of the hair as well, so that's pretty cool. When it comes to just her upper body, nothing crazy. It's just this black tank top that she has on. But one minor gripe that I do have with this Mary Jane Watson figure is the fact that it clearly looks like to me that this upper body was actually molded in this black plastic, and then they went in and painted the shoulder pieces that are actually being exposed here. And you can kind of tell because you can see the black seeping through. And you're going to notice that happening throughout this figure, so keep that in mind. The arms are done very nicely. She's well toned here. I feel like they use the same arms for every chick, so that's that. When it comes to her legs, very nice. I really like the jeans. The jeans are done very nicely. You see the little gold that they used right here. That's good. And I love the wrinkles and folds that they put all throughout the body or the legs to make it look like she's actually wearing real jeans. I love how the jeans contour to her body, so that's quite nice. When it comes to the shading that they did, up here is a darker blue, and then kind of fades and then comes back again like real jeans would. And then we get to her feet, and you're gonna kind of notice the same thing, the same problem that I had up here. So if you take a look at this piece right here, this piece right there, that looks like the legs were molded in this bluish plastic, and then they painted over it, and you can see the blue seeping through there. The feet right here, this top of her foot, you can clearly tell that it was originally black, and they put this skin color, this flesh color right there, and the black is seeping through once again. So minor, I guess, complaints, but I wish they could have done something about that. With that said, her one and only accessory, I think, is a very nice one indeed. Look at that purse. That purse is done beautifully. The weathered look that it has with all of these like indents right here make it look like real leather. I love that they painted that, I guess, that, I don't know what you call this, but this strap piece gold, and that button gold right there, and even on this strap right here you can see the gold right there. So very, very nice when it comes to paint. Alright, so articulation. The head can move left and right, cannot look up, cannot look down. The hair is a pliable material, however it is on the thicker side, so it's not going to give much, so keep that in mind. The arms can go out, can fully rotate, even though the hair is hindering it just a little, it can definitely do it. She has a single joint at the elbows, which gets you 90 degrees. You have the pivot built inside there. You have the hands that can fully rotate, and it's on a hinge so you can pivot. When it comes to upper diaphragm joint, beautiful. You're going to get her in many different crazy poses if you really wanted to, but that's pretty much it. When it comes to waist, there's none, so that's a little bit of a shame, but I think it was because they didn't want to break up this sculpt, which I can understand. When it comes to the legs, can go out that far, double jointed at the knees, which is fantastic. The feet can go down, can go up, and can pivot. So very good in the articulation department. Paint, pretty decent, and overall figure is definitely worth getting. So that's that. Moving on to the Peter Parker figure. So here he is. Love that he's in this Superior Iron Man, or a fusion of the Superior Iron Man suit, or not Iron Man, Spider-Man, and his original classic look. It looks great. The body looks really good, slender, very thin frame, which is good because this is Spider-Man that we're talking about, and everything looks good. Things you want to worry about right here, some of the figures that I looked at, they were missing a lot of this shading of this, I don't know, this turquoise blue around the spider logo. You want to be careful with that. Find one where the spider is all filled in, and then that blue is also nicely filled in. With that said, another thing to look out for, the cross-eyed look once again. So that's the only thing you have to really worry about. And if you want to get into the nitty-gritty, just make sure the lining for the spider webs right here look decent as well. Alright, so when it comes to articulation, Spidey can look all the way up, which is nice. Can look all the way down, which is fantastic. Can look left, right, and he does have a little bit of a pivot. And then the arms are on this butterfly joint right here. So that's nice. Can go out that far. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. And then the hands are hinged right here and can fully go 360. When it comes to the arm rotation, full rotation there. He has a nice ab crunch. He can go all the way back, and I like the fact that they colored, or they put the web marks all the way through. So even if you have him like this, you don't need to worry about it. When you crunch him forward like this, still looks really good. Alright, he has a waist twist, which is fantastic. Legs can go out that far. Can kick more than 90 degrees, so that's good. Double jointed knees. One thing I do have a minor gripe about is that they used the covers for the pegs. They used red here, which is really annoying, but whatever. When it comes to the feet, can go down, can go up, and he has that beautiful ankle rocker. So when it comes to articulation, he has pretty much everything you would want. So that's pretty awesome. When it comes to the interchangeable parts, all you need to do, pull off the existing head and then put on the head that you want. Now, something you want to keep in mind, it can be a little difficult to put on the head, but just work with it and you'll be fine. Now, when it comes to this head sculpt, I like it a lot. I love that nice turquoise blue that's kind of highlighting the rims of the eyes. It just looks freaking amazing. When it comes to the hands, real quickly, pull off the existing hand and put in the hand that you like. Easy as that. So there you guys have it. There is the Marvel Legends 2-pack of Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson. Would I recommend you picking up this figure or these figures? I would say yeah. If you are a Spider-Man fan and if you like Mary Jane Watson, then you should definitely pick up this one. If you are a fan of Superior Spider-Man, then yes, this is a must-get. If you don't care for Spider-Man or Mary Jane Watson, then yeah, this is definitely a pass. So there you guys have it. Now real quickly, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you guys want to pick up these figures can only be found at Toysrus. What you need to do is go on their website, put in your area, your zip code, and see where they have these guys in stock. They will not ship it to your house, but they will tell you the closest ones available to you. That is what you do. Do not go on eBay. Don't go on Amazon. Go to Toysrus.com and you should be able to find yours on there. If you guys have a hard time finding this set, let me know and I'll see what I can do on my end for you. And with that said, guys, if you have any questions, concerns, etc., you just want to talk, leave it in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching. This is Daybreak 748 and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.